Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Kevin and I will start the video by apologizing. The memory card in my GoPro decided to stop working, so I lost footage, probably about 8 to 10 clips in the beginning of the project. So I'm just going to do a quick recap so we know where we're at. At this point in time I already cut all 4 members of the frame, and this was cut out of a 8/4 piece of Brazilian cherry. All 4 pieces were then run through the jointer and also the planer, and I ended up with this really weird looking edge grain, kind of like blotchy and spotty, and I didn't like it at all. And because of that, I cut up another piece of a 1/4 inch beautiful grain, and I glued that up to the side that's going to be exposed. After the glue was dried, I used a flush trim bit in a router table to finish the piece up. In this next step, I'm using a table saw to cut the piece to length. I should have used a backing board so I won't have any chips, but at that point in time I was kind of tired and I just wanted to get it done. The way I wanted to mount this mirror was with a French clip system, and what better way to do that than to build this right into the frame. So I set up the table saw at 45 degrees and I mitered the top piece. In this next step, I'm using my trusty domino jointer to cut all the domino holes and get the pieces ready for the glue up. And in case you guys are wondering the dimensions of this mirror, the whole mirror is going to be about 30.5 inches wide and about 72 inches tall, and the dimensions of the frame members are, the bigger ones are about 6.5 inches wide. After the milling part, I ended up with about 1.5 inches as far as thickness goes. The smaller pieces are 3 inches wide, the top and the right side. The left and the bottom piece, they are about 6.5 inches wide. And just like that, we got to the part where the domino holes were done and the glue up begins. I ended up having so many dominoes in this glue up, I had to put the camera down, I had to get the glue up done, and I just took a shot of the final product. With the frame done and set aside to dry, it was time for me to turn my attention to all the individual pieces that are going to be glued on the left side of the mirror. After finally being done with all the small pieces for the left side of the mirror, it was time to start the bottom shelf. Now for this bottom shelf, I didn't want to have any end grain showing on the ends of the shelf. And because of that, I'm gonna build this the same way I build my fireplace. I don't know if you guys seen that video. I'm gonna put a link in the description below. And that will be with miters. I'm going to do a top piece, a middle piece, a bottom piece. These are all going to be mitered. And then I'm going to wrap the whole shelf with an edge grain piece all around. The only way to achieve that perfect miter cut was to set up my router table with a 45-degree router bit. I am doing light incremental passes until the miter is cut all the way through. For all the glue ups on this project, I used Taiban 3, and the only reason I used Taiban 3 is because of the open time I have working with this product. I also used a couple of 23 gauge pin nails to hold everything in place until the clamps were installed. The next morning, I removed the clamps and I glued up the front and the side pieces. To fill in all the imperfections, I mixed up some glue with some sawdust I collected out of my sander. I used my bandsaw to cut up the bottom shelf to fit inside the frame. Then it was time for some more domino holes to attach the shelf to the frame. In this clip and in the next one, you will see what I had to go through to cut, sand and install every single one of those small grill pieces onto the main frame. I use some mineral spirits to clean up all the surfaces before applying the finish. For the finish, I chose Rubio Monocoat, and to apply it, I used a 3M wipe pad. This is the most satisfying part of the whole project, so enjoy. If you guys enjoy this video, you know what to do. Smash the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Also, if you have any questions or comments, post them in the comment section below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.